Shiba Inu is on fire recently. At this point, it seems that the price is rising. There is a celebration going on. Experts are dropping their alerts. What account for this is it? It seems that the government of the United States has just stunned the whole Shiba Inu community. Nearly 41 trillion Shiba Inu are now migrating. Could this be the beginning of the dream bull run that we have been hoping for? On the other hand, is this otherwise? Please allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. After what seemed like an unending series of ups and downs, the cost suddenly decided to take off, flying up by about 4% and fully erasing some of the losses that had occurred over the course of the previous week. In the event that you are looking at that statistic and thinking, oh, 4% isn't that much, believe me when I say that it is a significant amount, particularly when you consider how unstable things have been in recent times. This last week has been nothing short of a veritable roller coaster ride. The Shiba Inu seemed to be holding firm at one moment, and then the next it was dipping hard, causing people to go into a state of fear. To tell you the truth, it seemed as if nobody knew what was going to happen next, and the volatility was absolutely off the charts. It was going to continue to fall, right? Would there be yet another unexpected change in the status quo? Everywhere you looked, there was a sense of unpredictability, and you could almost feel the panic in the market. However, as of late, there has been a significant change in the atmosphere. The situation has at long last begun to normalize, and rather than experiencing yet another nerve-wracking drop, we have been given a good and steady push higher. Also, it was not simply a little bounce. To be honest, this one gives the impression of having some real weight to it. These are the kinds of investments that cause investors to stop holding their breath for a moment and really let out a sigh. Do you remember the sensation that you get when everything has been in complete disarray and all of a sudden, for the first time in a prolonged period of time, there is a small bit of peace? That's how I feel about the current day. People can now take a step back, take a look at the wider picture, and speculate about their next action without feeling absolutely overwhelmed. The panic that has been lurking over the marketplace is slowly melting away, and this is a welcome development. Obviously, it is still crypto, and anything might go place at any time. But for the time being, this is a unique opportunity for everyone to just take a deep breath. Once the Shiba Inu has finally found its footing and begun climbing again, there is no fear or panic. All that can be heard is a sigh of relief. To add insult to injury, this price change did not only alleviate the situation, rather it caused a significant amount of disruption in the market. It was even pointed out by one expert that, according to the graphs, Shiba Inu is on the verge of something that will be really significant. To put it another way, we are not only discussing a little rally, it is his opinion that Shiba Inu is getting ready to make a significant breakthrough. Given the direction in which the price is heading and the momentum it is gaining, everything is coming together to create a significant event. On top of that, he made it quite plain. The fact that he is passionate about Bitcoin and Ethereum is not even the best part about him. The way in which he is phrasing things, however, is what truly sticks out here. In the past, there was discussion regarding a cryptocurrency stockpile, which would have meant simply retaining the amounts of cryptocurrency that the government already had. On the other hand, he is now discussing a real reserve, which implies that he is engaging in active purchasing and making long-term strategic maneuvers. Considering that Trump has been re-elected, there has been an increase in the amount of speculation about the United States constructing a Bitcoin reserve, and this excitement has contributed to Bitcoin reaching new record highs. In January, however, he released an executive order regarding cryptocurrency, which caused momentum to sort of come to a standstill. On the other hand, this latest statement has flicked the switch once again, and the marketplace is simply roaring back to life. When Bitcoin makes a move of this magnitude, Shiba Inu isn't far behind by any stretch of the imagination. Shiba Inu's growth is being driven by a number of factors, including the enthusiasm, the hype, and the spike in confidence. The price movement that occurred today is evidence that something significant is on the horizon. Following Trump's declaration, Lucy referred to it as great news for the cryptocurrency industry as a whole. She has high hopes that the tokens that are part of the Shiba Inu ecosystem would someday be included in this reserve, which would be a very significant achievement. If anything like that were to occur, it would not only provide respectability to the Shiba Inu, but it may also boost its worth to a whole new level. These cryptocurrencies would be actively held and supported by the United States, which would provide them a greater sense of legitimacy. The reserve operates in the same manner as any other national asset stockpile. So, yes, this has the potential to be really significant. In the event that Shiba Inu is truly included in this reserve, we are talking about a moment that will completely change the game. Anything that has the potential to cause its price to skyrocket to heights that are totally absurd. Recall the forecast made by the expert that we discussed in the video that came before this one, which said that the Shiba Inu would reach $1. It's possible that will come to pass. This is not only another transitory pump or a hype cycle that ends after a short period of time. There is a possibility that this is the type of occurrence that immediately transforms a large number of individuals into millionaires. Imagine the consequences that might result from the United States government aggressively purchasing and retaining a large number of Shiba Inu. The demand would not be the only thing that would rise if there was institutional support. It would establish Shiba Inu's position in the world of finance in a manner that has never been accomplished before due to anything else. Moreover, here is the thing. There is no doubt in our minds that the United States government does not consider Shiba Inu to be a security. Because of this, Shiba Inu was not going to be subject to the same kind of regulatory scrutiny as other cryptocurrencies, which was already a significant positive development for the ecosystem. But what about now? In the event that the government really takes steps toward incorporating Shiba Inu into its strategic reserve, this would represent a whole new level of authority. This might pave the way for much more significant things to happen. A greater number of people adopting Shiba Inu, an increase in their trustworthiness, and a level of recognition that might make them difficult to ignore. And in the event that this occurs, simply consider what it would imply for each and every one of us. An example of a cryptocurrency that began as a meme and has now grown into something so significant that the United States government recognizes the benefit of having it. Everyone in the financial sector, from institutions to mainstream investors, would be talking about it. It would be a topic of conversation. It is possible that the ripple effects will be astonishing, not just for Shiba Inu, but for the whole cryptocurrency market as well. On the other hand, if all goes according to plan, we could be seeing something that will go down in history. The sort of change that not only causes ripples, but also totally reshapes the prospects of Shiba Inu and the whole cryptocurrency industry as a whole. However, returning back to the original point, we need to simply take pleasure in this pump for what it is at the moment. In spite of whatever may occur in the future, now is a good time for those who own Shiba Inu. In point of fact, one expert even said that this is a significant development for anybody who is currently in possession of a Shiba Inu. The data that is stored on the blockchain reveals that a significant quantity of Shiba Inu tokens, which total 41 trillion, are currently in the positive. That is to say, a significant number of investors are at last seeing profits. And this is all because of the current price stability that has taken place. Things seem to be heading in the right direction, but it is not yet a full-blown upswing. Nevertheless, this latest increase is unquestionably promising for those who own long-term positions. Despite the fact that the moment of breakthrough has not yet come, this demonstrates that Shiba Inu still have strength and perspective. At this very moment, the price is teetering on the brink of a crucial level, and everyone is holding their breath to see whether it can eventually go past it. Things have the potential to get quite intriguing if it does. However, what are your thoughts on this matter? Leave a comment down below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.